Now that the roof was done, my next step was siding, so it was time to take down the staging on the back. I went with T111 plywood siding for this building, mainly because it's what's on our house and also on the other building right next to this one. It's not my favorite stuff in the world, but it is quick and easy to install. I tacked the plywood up with a finish nailer, then came back and hand nailed with box nails because I didn't trust the finish nails to hold it in place long term. That's Z-flashing to shed water between the top and bottom sheets of plywood required to cover the wall. I framed a door opening into this wall, but since I didn't have the door yet, for now I just covered it with plywood and added one temporary stud in the middle where the plywood seams overlapped. Once I had all these full sheets tacked up with the finish nailer, I came back and hand nailed with box nails, and then vowed to get myself a siding gun before I had to nail the whole rest of the building. I didn't film siding the other two walls, but it was more of the same. I ran out of the siding before I finished everything, like these top sections. So a few days later, once I had the new siding, I came back and made some measurements for the angle cuts, and then continued the siding project to get everything done. I also bought a used siding gun that really sped up the rest of the process for me, made it much easier. I bought this gun used on eBay. This was supposed to operate, and it does, but there's a problem with it. This housing right here has come unattached from this rod right here. It's like it was a press fit or something. And so that keeps coming off, and when that's off, the gun doesn't operate. This will hold it for a while. Holds that thing in place. I couldn't figure out any other way to do it. Doesn't seem to be missing anything. I looked at the parts diagram, couldn't see anything, but this duct tape will hold it for some number of nails, and then I'll do it all over again. Eventually the action seems to make this want to break, so I have to come down and tape it up again. So this last duct tape repair lasted pretty well. Still holding up. I'm going to have to take it off because I'm out of nails. But this is the solution I've come up with to make this gun work. I paid about half new for this gun by buying it used on eBay. I guess it's worth it. It's just this one project I wanted it for. This is my fix for that quote, air quotes around fix. But it is working. It's not perfect, but it does seem to hold it together enough for me to use it consistently for a fair amount of time, as long as I do this tape job right. This is actually what's broken, I think. It's that piece right there. See that break? I think that piece of steel broke. And that, if that was intact, it would hold up this rod that I'm taping into place. Maybe that's a replaceable thing. I don't know. I wasn't looking for that before. But that's what's actually broken. So it's a big chunk out right here, out of the housing. That housing broke off. Had a piece here. And that's what's going on with this. The next project was to install soffits to close off the overhang of the roof. Started with sheets of 3/8 inch plywood and ripped them down to the width required, which was just under 12 inches. I screwed in a little support block at the seam with the last sheet so that the new sheet of soffit I was going to put up would have a way to hold the other end. Otherwise, I couldn't handle it. For the angled soffits on the side walls, I started with a snapped line just to give me a alignment mark for the support that I needed against the wall for the inside edge of the soffit. Turned out not to be necessary, so on the second wall I didn't bother with the line. Soffits and trim are done. I hadn't necessarily planned on that piece of trim underneath, but I had a little gap. Just seemed better to close it off, so I put that 1x3 trim on there. All the way around. 3/8 plywood on the soffit. It was a real pain in the neck, frankly, doing this all off a ladder. Especially on this back side, where the ground is sloped. And we've got this bank underneath the shed from my fill. But it's all done. Pretty much all the high work is done until it's time to paint, so that's nice.